If you could take a pill to skip sleep, allowing you to feel fully rested with no side effects, would you do it? What would you do with a full 24 hours? Probably procrastinate more. You just made me realize reading this thread and scrolling Reddit RN is a waste of time. Oh shoot, she's starting to be self-aware. Fear unto us her. You make this comment to bring them back to Reddit. I actually turned off Reddit and you've succeeded in bringing me back. Oh, good, also don't want to be that person. But she, bring them back again. Take more pills. Yep, I'm a former junkie, so the first thing that came to mind was, what happens if I take 3 instead? Your bowels feel fully empty, with side effects. I'm a bottom, so depending on the side effects, that sounds like an easy way out of douching. I do coke, so I can work longer, so I can make more money, so I can do more coke. I do coke. Complete the stack of games I don't have time to start. Complete the stack of books I'm too busy to read. I would need all that time just to decide on which game to start next. And in the end still go back to that one game you already played through 100 times. Freaking New Vegas. Every time. I feel seen. I've actually stopped buying new games. I know they're just a lie to myself. And you, sir, are a step further than most of us. The pandemic has shown me that lack of time is not why I don't get things done. What I need is a pill that fixes my procrastination. I probably save that pill forever and use it on one of those rare, but miserable times where I have to drive late at night. Not very exciting, I know, but dying isn't very exciting either. Who said it was just a single pill? No need to save it when they only cost a quid each. I always keep some on hand. A quid each? I'll just get it prescribed and get it for free. If you can, I highly recommend it. I'm on Elvins myself. Imagine being responsible. Imagine imagining. Hell no, I sleep to escape. Exactly. I look forward to crawling into a comfy bed at night and sleeping. It is the highlight of my day. Which writing it out and seeing it actually looks kinda sad. But I promise it's not intended to be. It does not sound sad to me. I like to sleep. It is not like I sleep 12 hours a day or anything. I sleep a pretty normal 6 to 8 hours a night. I really like that dozing feeling right before going to sleep where my thoughts are starting to mix with dreaming and vice versa when I am waking up in the morning. I don't mind being alone in my own head. This is also how I interpreted their comment. Not depressing, but I do look forward to those last few moments of consciousness right before we drift away. Haha, oh man, the op is so unrealistic. If we could take a pill that rested us, we'd have another 8 hours in our day for employers to exploit. We'd be expected to work 12-16 hours since we don't need sleep anymore. Places would staff less people, because they could just make their crew work all 3 shifts. Anyone who thinks yay, bonus time, is incredibly naive. If this ever came to pass, all that would happen is the working class would be expected to work even more for less. Well, you can work for 12-16 HRS a day now, so obviously we don't need to increase minimum wage. You can simply work more hours if you want food and shelter. Yep, this would be used against us. My guess is this would become very cheap and widely available very fast. There would also be a multi-million-dollar ad campaign to get as many people using it as possible. Within a few years, people who slept more than a few hours a week would be considered lazy and unproductive members of society. Sleep. How else am I supposed to hide from my depression? Relatable. I'd do the same. I like naps. Probably scroll through Reddit. If that pill existed, what few labor protections we have left would be gone overnight. At first my answer was yes, because I'm a single parent working a full-time job and a side gig, and I've been saying for a year now that I just need more hours in a day to be able to work more. But really it would just be nice if my rent wasn't half my income from my full-time job after taxes and health insurance deductions. I literally just saw this a few minutes before I opened this thread. The bank says I can't afford a $900 month mortgage, so I guess I'll just keep paying $1,400 month in rent. Mortgage versus rent is very frustrating. Moved out of an apartment paying $1,550 in rent into a house with a $1,500 mortgage. That apartment is now $1,900 a month and no longer includes utilities. Renting is more expensive than ownership, but to own requires a hefty down payment, which is real hard to get nowadays. Owning doesn't require as much down as you think. We were able to put down 3.5%. With an interest rate of 2.75, it didn't make sense to put the additional money we had saved into the mortgage, but rather the house. We did spend $10K on a roof, another $5K doing some basic remodel and outside work. After the recent boom in prices and a little bit of work, we were reassessed an additional $50K in equity with the new value, which puts us getting rid of PMI within 2 years of purchase. Around here the least you can put down is 5%. 5% for $500,000 and under, then 10% of anything over $500K, e.g. a $550,000 house requires minimum $30,000 down payment, 5% of $500K plus 10% of $50K. If the house costs over $1 million, you gotta put down 20% of the total cost, minimum. With the cost of housing around here, it is pretty hard to get too far under $500,000, so a lot of people need $25,000 down payment to get a house, let alone all the other costs, moving, lawyer, land transfer, taxes, title insurance, etc. etc. All that can be super hard to save up when you're paying super high rent. I don't care what I have to do with the 24 hours, I'd finally be rested. Slept an average of 6 hours, 26 minutes in the last 738 days. Learned to play guitar and paint. It's called Adderall and I use it to lose online multiplayer games to 14-year-olds with higher doses. Scrolled the whole thread looking for this LMAO. Hell, you can go a good 72 before shoot gets loopy and you start hearing weird mad oop sounds. Once went 120 HRS. 0 out of 10 don't recommend. No, I enjoy sleep and dreams, so you can keep your fancy stay awake all day pill. I will definitely go for it. I have trouble sleeping. I want to feel rested and not tired. Once in a while, but I enjoy sleeping. I would like a pill that would fix waking up from a pool night's sleep or ruining the day. I absolutely would. It's literally having more free time each day to do things that I don't have time for. Finish cleaning my office, clean my room, have time to work out, or just play more video games. American Dad Season 4 Episode 9. I want some stand time red double exclamation mark. Woo! Not a single person answering with Beat Men Tournament or finding the colossal squid shaking my SMH. Sleep helps me reset and my bed is a safe space for me. I need it for the sake of my mental health. Yes, I want to say I would do something productive, but I'd probably just play video games and jack off. Same. Hard same. Not hard for long. There's a second pill for that. Since the Viagra patent expired, there are tons of pills for that. Well, knowing the American work culture, my employer would add this to our health plans. They would cover 50% of the cost of these for us. They would be telling us how nice they are for doing that, but then they would want another 6 hours a day of work. But they are gifting us the other 2, so that's cool, right? The real question is, do I only get to take the pill to get 1 round of an all-nighter? Because if so, no, because I tend to only sleep every other night or so anyway. Thank you. Insomnia. But if I could back-to-back those suckers and go like a week without sleeping at all, then hell yeah! I'd finally read the books I've been putting off, binge the shows that have been rotting in my Netflix list. Boring stuff. I read it wrong and thought 1 pill to never sleep again. I'd probably get another job, because I'm not doing great with the monies of 1 job for 2 people. No, being awake is miserable. I need the ability to shut my brain off. Nope. I love sleep. If I took it, I'd sleep regardless. Train for the Beatman Championships and enjoy a solitary barbecue lean pocket at dawn. Your presence would disrupt that. No, I like sleeping. If I watch anime at 2 times speed, I can fit 6 eps in an hour, so that's 144 eps I could watch daily. Why would you watch anime at 2 times speed? Organize my entire house. Just watch this American Dad episode, LOL. Is this, like, a cheap, freely available drug that is safe for kids to use? Cause I need my kids to sleep. Yo, they gotta sleep. If they don't sleep, ever, then I'm pretty certain it's gonna get real bad real fast. Shoot, just the thought of that is horrifying. I love my kids, but I need to adult sometimes, you know? I think they did this on Angel. It works for a limited time and results in guaranteed insanity. The employees who used it were liquidated, and that is not a euphemism. Wolfram and Hart don't play. No, I don't even want to be awake for the other part of the day. Why would I want to do something like that? Hell no. If this existed, then companies would require longer working hours and there would be an expectation that you should go get another job, do that new time. All something like this would do is make the problems with people working too much and not taking leisure time due to being at work or having to work worse. Hell no. I'm in my 40s. I love a good sleep. Work a second job so I can retire in half the time. Have the freedom to do things like travel and make decisions solely based on my wants rather than my needs. I honestly would like the pill that does the opposite. Of course, I play games, read books, watch movies, run, lift, play with dog, kids, and so much more other stuff. Maybe find a spare hour in the day where my kids leave me alone long enough to finally have Shreks with my husband. Quarantine, lockdown, sick kids. I don't even get to take a shoot alone. Nah, employers would exploit it. If we don't need sleep, we can work 17 hours a day. $6 per hour, right? Work 11 p.m. minus 11 a.m. and have 3 kids. What is sleep? Who would say no to this? What reason could there be to want to not gain an additional third of the day back without negative repercussions? In a heartbeat, sleeping is a waste of time. Surprisingly, a lot of people argue with me whenever I say that. I love sleeping. No, you don't. You might like the feeling of going to bed with a good book, or feeling comfortable under a warm blanket, or waking up rested and full of energy as the sun breaks into your room. None of that is sleeping. Sleeping is being unconscious and having no idea what's happening around you. Sleeping is a waste. I wish I could sleep for 1 minute while fully recovering. It would change my life.